too small. One call, that's all.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You want local news that impacts you?
We've got you covered.
We're on your side.
On your side, this is News 12, first at 5.
A South Carolina teenager tased by his school resource officer. Now his family wants the school to take action.
Plus, a sneak peek inside Augusta University's newest cyber facility, how it could pave the road for even more growth here at home.
And we have enjoyed beautiful dry weather over the past several days, but heading into the weekend, we're timing out that next chance for rain.
But first up, 5 o'clock, we should be learning more in just a few hours from now about the FDA approving the country's first COVID-19 vaccine. An advisory committee to the FDA has officially recommended the Pfizer vaccine for emergency use, and the White House wants the FDA chief to approve it by the end of this day.
It is hopefully the beginning of the end of the pandemic and returning to life as normal. Our Cindy Heiberger asked local health leaders today how safe and effective it actually is.
The vaccine has already started being distributed in countries like the UK and Russia. And if the FDA approves it, we could start seeing it distributed here locally as early as next week. But questions remain about how safe the vaccine actually is and how it exactly works. Developers say people will need to take 2 doses for it to be effective. And studies show that when taken in 2 doses, both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines have a 95% effectiveness. Health experts say among the 2 vaccines, more than 75,000 people participated in the trials. The FDA says most participants did experience mild side effects from the vaccine, like injection site pain, fatigue, or headache. They say that's normal with any vaccine. More side effects were reported after the 2nd dose. Dr. Philip Kuhl at Augusta University says this data is promising and symbolizes a light at the end of this very long tunnel.
Exactly how long it's going to take for us to get to the point of being able to kind of tamp down this pandemic depends on 2 things. How quickly can we manufacture the vaccine and get it into people's arms? And 2, will we have enough people taking the vaccine in order to make a difference?
Well, aside from the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine, many of you still have questions about how long the vaccine lasts. Do you still need to wear a mask if you've taken the vaccine? And should you get the vaccine if you've already had COVID? We took those questions to our local health experts. The answers tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock. In Augusta, Sydney Heiberger on your side.
Also this evening, the Charlotte Norwood VA announcing it will receive those initial doses of the vaccine. They say they're one of 37 VA sites to be chosen. It's because they can vaccinate a lot of people and store that vaccine at those super cold temperatures. At first, they'll have a limited supply for healthcare workers and long-term care residents, but the goal there is to offer it to all veterans and employees who want it.
And the vaccine cannot come soon enough as cases surge locally and nationally. South Carolina and Georgia continuing to set daily case records every day. In Georgia, more than 4,700 new cases today. In South Carolina, more than 3,100 new cases.
To weather now, and we heard Riley mention the possibility of some rain, but Riley, you say that's nothing to worry about right away.
Not right away, Richard. We are expecting plenty of dry weather between now and at least Saturday afternoon for us. So the system that we are going to be keeping an eye on heading into the weekend, still well out towards the Mid-South. Still hasn't crossed the Mississippi River just yet. But this is what's anticipated to bring us some rain, most likely by Saturday night into early Sunday morning. That's going to be the first wave of moisture that passes through the area, brings us a few showers, but the second wave that moves in late Sunday into throughout the day on Monday, that's going to bring the better opportunity for some heavy rain. But up until then, we're expecting nice weather tonight, just worried about the potential for some dense fog to form by early tomorrow morning. That's mainly for areas near the Savannah River, similar to what we saw out there this morning. Take a look at that rain for the weekend for you, and then what's expected as we jump into next week in just a little bit.
New this afternoon, we are learning another Richmond County school will be transitioning to learn from home. This comes as COVID cases continue to rise. That's C.T. Walker Traditional Magnet School, and it goes into effect starting Monday. They will reopen January 12th following winter break.
New first at 5, a man behind bars accused of setting a Columbia County storage facility on fire. State officials say 34-year-old John Terzia is responsible for the fire at Storage Center on Bel Air Frontage Road. We were there as crews worked to put out those flames earlier this week. They say nearly 30 units were damaged by fire and smoke and water. Terzia is being held at the Columbia County Jail.
A teenager in South Carolina is speaking out after getting tased by a school resource officer at his high school. Trayvon Hampton was fighting with other students on Wednesday when the resource officer pushed him onto the floor and tased him. Today, Hampton's attorney saying the officer did not try to restrain Hampton first. Hampton and his attorney claim he used excessive force. Now they're calling for the school to change the way they discipline kids and their use of force policy.
You have to ask yourself, and the question in South Carolina is, do we want our children subjected to that in school? I would proffer to you that we do not.
He emphasizes Hampton is still a kid, and their side claims the force he used was not necessary.
Some new body cam footage shows a different perspective from the search warrant served at a whistleblower's home in Florida. Rebecca Jones accused of hacking Florida's emergency alert system, sending out a message encouraging others to speak up. All this after she filed a complaint accusing the state of fudging COVID-19 numbers. Jones posted her own video on Monday accusing these agents of pointing a gun at her and her children, and the agency denies that. But this new video shows officers did wait before entering the home. They say any risk or danger to Jones or her family was the result of her actions.
Georgia State House. After years of issues with delayed response times and as the city revamps the department, a brand new fire station in Richmond County could help things. This morning, the Augusta Fire Department and EMA opened the new station for service in South Augusta. City administrators say this is so important for the city and for the areas this new station serves. It will allow firefighters to serve the community faster, including families at Fort Gordon. Administrators say the new station shows appreciation for the firefighters, too.
When you think about the new equipment, the new fire department, or the new fire facility, you know, you want those things to be second to none as kind of a reward for those who are delivering that service.
He says the new station is a big step for city services and a great example of tax dollars at work.
Check this out. Augusta University's new Security Operations Center is up and running now. This facility is at the Georgia Cyber Center, where the university will monitor this and combat cyber threats. But they're also hiring students and training them for future cyber careers. Officials say there are cyber threats more often than any of us realize. And this high-tech center will be a place where they can protect patient data. We're going to have a closer look inside here on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Graduating college, something students will remember for the rest of their lives. And Augusta University grads did get that honor today. Probably wasn't how they imagined it, but I know they're grateful they got to walk across the stage today at the James Brown Arena. Just no family there to cheer them on. Families were cheering them on from afar. This was one of 3 commencement ceremonies today, streamed online virtually. Another one coming up at 6 o'clock. And this is not just for AU grads this fall, but also from this past spring and summer. So a long time coming for these accomplishments for some of these graduates. Tomorrow, East Georgia State College doing the same thing. They're having a virtual commencement ceremony. It starts at 10 a.m. You can stream that graduation on their Facebook or their YouTube page. We'll also have a link to the live stream on our website.
Well, it's a gift to make sure our military families have a happy holiday season. Operation Homefront gave out 150 Food Lion gift cards so military families can buy some food for a holiday meal. Organizers say normally this is a much larger event with Santa Claus, fun events, and a meal, but they had to make things smaller because of the pandemic. But Operation Homefront says they're still excited to be able to show appreciation for our local military members.
I think they are thrilled to know that people care about them, that people support them, that people are behind them. They protect us. They keep us safe. And this year, things are difficult. And this gift card is really going to help us.
And get this, since the start of the pandemic, Operation Homefront has given out more than $50,000 of COVID relief in Georgia.
The Salvation Army always has the bell ringers out this season, but this year the branch in Augusta is trying something new to bring in those donations. Monday is the Red Kettle Concert featuring local artists from all over the river region. The concert will be live streamed on the Salvation Army's Facebook page. You can also watch on redkettleconcert.org. People who tune in will be encouraged to donate to the Salvation Army, and we have the details on our website.
Thank you.
Thanks for that basket full of treats. That's how a local woman is making sure her postal and delivery workers are feeling the love this holiday season. As you can see, the treats are really appreciated, and it's not the first year she's done this.
Yeah, the tradition does not end there. She'll also put up a 40-foot Santa and snowman, then dress up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So, yeah, delicious treats out there, and I know those delivery folks appreciate it. Booster seats meant to protect our kids in an accident, but a shocking new report shows that may not be the case. We have more coming up after the break.
And it should be a beautiful evening with temperatures in the 50s the next several hours before getting into the 40s again tonight. Have a look at some weekend rain chances coming up.
Approve this message.
Parents, we use car seats every day. We trust our car seats, but is the one you're using putting your kids in harm's way?
Chris Van Cleve breaks down which car seats are and are not safe for our kids.
Watch as these dummies flail violently in car booster seats during side impact crash tests. The seats all passed because there are no federal standards.
Just simply appalling. Those booster seat companies are basically putting profits ahead of people.
Keep your kid in the harnessed car seat like this one. Following our CBS News ProPublica reports, tonight a House oversight investigation involving 7 brands of car booster seats finds manufacturers endangered the lives of millions of American children, deceiving consumers with false and misleading statements about side impact testing protocols. Among the criticisms, some companies' recommendations children as light as 30 pounds use booster seats. Medical experts say a booster may not offer adequate crash protection for a child that small. The industry says it's legal in the U.S. Dr. Ben Hoffman is a lead author of car seat recommendations for the American Academy of Pediatrics.
There's not a scenario in which I would ever want to see a child under 40 pounds in a booster seat. It's just not necessary.
Do it again.
Jillian Brown was 5 years old and weighed 37 pounds when her mother's car was hit from the side. Brown was strapped into her booster seat. The crash left her paralyzed from the neck down. Now 9 years old, she's kept alive by a ventilator.
I would never have bought that if I'd known. I would have left them in the front-facing 5-point harness.
The maker of Jillian's seat says it met or exceeded federal standards, passed internal crash tests, and performed as designed.
And U.S. House of Representatives held that meeting last night where several members called for investigations into the current regulations for those booster seats.
This is something so many parents are watching every time there's news about this, but those experts say the best defense against injury of a child in a wreck is a correctly fitted car seat. They say it can be up to 45% more effective than a regular seat belt, so they do work.
Okay, taking a look out over downtown Augusta on a very nice night, Riley.
Another very nice night for us. We have really been getting spoiled with some fantastic weather over the last several days, and we should extend that nice weather at least into our Saturday afternoon. We're expecting generally partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny at times tomorrow afternoon with highs back into the low 70s. Should be fantastic weather at least through Saturday afternoon. Now, anytime after Saturday night into Sunday morning, that's when we're expecting a few showers to roll on through. So we do have a rain chance on Sunday, mainly for Sunday morning, and then the potential is going to be there again Sunday night for a second system to move through that has a better chance to bring the opportunity for heavy rainfall. Here's a current look at radar across the country. You can see this is the main system that we're going to keep our eye on over the next 48 hours, about to cross over the Mississippi River, and then going to be heading our way, heading late into the day on Saturday. But generally dry, or we are going to stay dry through this evening and tonight. We'll likely see these high-level clouds filter on through. Despite the high-level clouds tonight, we should still be able to see some dense fog form right along the Savannah River and up towards Clarksville Lake late tonight into early Saturday morning, right around sunrise. Heading into Saturday afternoon, we should be able to see a few peaks of sun, and that should allow our temperatures to reach back into the low 70s across a lot of the areas. Should be fantastic again there tomorrow. Now, late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, that's when that front's expected to finally arrive, bringing us the chance for a few downpours, heavy rain at times, light to moderate rainfall continuing into Sunday morning. And then Sunday afternoon, if you live south of Augusta, there is going to be the opportunity for a few stray showers, but it looks like anywhere along I-20 and north of I-20, your Sunday afternoon does look fairly dry for the most part. But this is the second system anticipated Sunday night into Monday. This definitely has the better opportunity to produce some higher rain totals across the area. Now, it will eventually depend on the exact path that this low pressure does take, but we are anticipating the potential to be there for some spots especially northern CSRA, to get close to an inch, but not anticipating up to an inch of rainfall across most of the area. Generally, 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch for most of the CSRA. But we know with these frontal passages, there likely will be 1 or 2 spots that do get up to an inch. Past Monday of next week, Tuesday, not looking too bad. The one big thing to take a look at in the 7-day forecast is that we've been hitting 70s at least the last day. Tomorrow and Sunday, we're expecting highs in the 70s. But all of next week, those high temperatures will get much cooler down to the 50s.
Thanks, Riley. The YMCA of Greater Augusta is sponsoring free meals today. Here on the screen there is some of the locations for meal pickups. And starting today, they're going to be giving out meals throughout the holiday season. And those meal bags include 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches, 7 snacks. They're only available while supplies last. Boxes are 1 per child and have to be reserved in advance for pickup. You can head to our website to find out more about that. And the Y is also partnering with Health Center Credit Union to provide you meals and teddy bears in Grovetown tomorrow. This event will be at Liberty Park from 10 in the morning until noon. 500 teddy bears given out, along with 500 non-perishable food bags for adults. You don't have to be a resident of Grovetown to show up and get the gifts. It's going to be a drive-through event, and each child in the car gets one of those teddy bears.
A puppy scam that broke a mom's heart sparks a heroic response. We've got the details coming up after the break.
But not for us.
We've been warning you to watch out for potential puppy scams here at the holidays, and if you feel like it could never be you, this woman might make you think twice.
Yeah, she went looking for a dog just to ease the pain of losing her own daughter, so it hurt even more to find out she'd been scammed. As Anna Wrdw reports, everything changed when people found out.
Just something to start you out with. So
this is what Jeannie Dixon of Spokane, Washington had been hoping for. A Newfoundland puppy to ease the pain of losing her 19-year-old daughter Charlene last year.
Charlene was going to change the world.
But earlier this month, she told us she'd been scammed, sending over $2,400 to the operators of this website for a puppy named Ben, only to lose it all.
I blame myself because it was a stupid thing to do.
The BBB says online scammers have stolen more than $2.8 million from Americans this year for pets never received. But in this case,
I saw your guys' article.
Local breeder Becky Deacons saw our story on Facebook.
It just made my heart ache reading it. It was just horrible.
She decided to give one of her Newfoundland puppies to Dixon, and with help from CBS Spokane affiliate KREM, reached out to her.
With the way that 2020 has been and the world is right now, I felt like we needed something good to come out of this. And so I just knew that that was going to be the right thing to do.
And for Jeannie Dixon,
it's completely overwhelming that people gave me grace for losing all that money for a dog. But like I told her, Charlene was going to change the world. And she just changed the world for me because of this article.
Anna Wrdw, CBS News, Berkeley, California.
Oh, man, you just wonder how those scammers sleep at night.
Yeah.
But I'm glad this story had a happy ending.
Yeah, in the end, she found the perfect pet, and we're glad it worked out that way.
It is a beautiful sunset out there this evening. We are anticipating rain, though, for the weekend. We'll have another look at that forecast coming up.
And I approve this message.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Take a look at our community calendar. You can check out the Waynesboro Christmas Parade. Tomorrow, participants will line up at the fairgrounds there at 1 in the afternoon. No judging or awards, but they say it's just a casual, fun parade for anyone who wants to participate in your car, truck, tractor, horse, even your lawnmower. They're saying, come on out, enjoy a great time, and should be fun out there in Burke County. We are expecting that rain to hold out until we most likely get into Saturday night into Sunday morning. So any plans to maybe get out in the yard, head to the Christmas parade down there in Waynesboro. We are expecting generally nice conditions on Saturday. Those high temperatures expect to get to the low 70s tomorrow afternoon, so another warm day. We'll likely see a little bit of sun later into the afternoon, but watch out for some patchy fog for the first part of your Saturday morning. Here's a look at a system that is going to bring us some rain later into Saturday night. This is a jump ahead to Saturday morning. You can see most of that rain still off towards central Alabama all the way up into the Tennessee Valley. That's going to be tracking our way, though, later throughout the day Saturday. Anytime after sunset Saturday, it does look like a good bet that we'll see some showers move on through. Now, this doesn't look all too threatening since it is happening at night. We don't have a lot of energy to work with, so we're not really expecting too much in the way of storms or threatening weather. And hopefully that rain pushes out by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, see some drier weather to at least in the second half of the weekend before more rain does show up Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, this is the second system that's expected to move through this weekend, and this has the better opportunity to produce some heavy rain across the area. Not looking like we should see too much in the way of impactful weather with that system Sunday night to Monday, but rain does look like a good bet. Tuesday, we should dry out briefly before another system tracks our way Wednesday of next week.
Riley, thanks. First at 5 continues in 3 minutes. We'll be back after a quick break.